Alright everybody, welcome back to Lydia J. I'm jumping right into this tutorial and going ahead and priming my lids with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C12. I'm going ahead and blending that out with a nice buffer brush just to get it nice and even around my eye. This is going to help the colors be way more pigmented and show up a lot better. I'm going in with a color from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. This is a really nice palette. This color, you can honestly do without this color. I just used it because I wanted a nice transition shade, although you really can't even see it. I wanted something that would help all of my other colors blend more seamless, and that is what this color did for me. Next, I'm going into the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm using this orange shade, and I'm putting that right into my crease. I want this to be the main color that you see in my crease. It's gonna act as a second transition color, so I'm literally putting it right on top of where I put that previous yellowy ochre type color. And the key to this look is really going to be blending as far as these shades, although you are going to add the black later. Next, I'm going into this deeper reddish shade. It's kind of a reddish brown type color from the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. And I'm using that a little bit tighter in my crease. I want this to really define my crease and give it a little bit more shape and definition. And I know my eyebrows look crazy because I usually don't do concealer on top of my brows, but today I wanted them to be really sharp and defined. That is the only reason I did that. But it turned out to be really, really cute. Once you blend it in with your foundation, everything looks good, okay? And like I said, the key to this is blending, so I do go back a few times and blend. Next, I'm going with the black shade. I got the black from the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place. It's in that safe palette we used earlier. And I'm putting this on my lid, and this can be very, very harsh. Some people like to start with the black and then build their way out. I like to build my way in, and it just gives a more pigment to the black, and it doesn't fade it over the time that you're blending. So I prefer to go ahead and start with the other colors and then come to the black. Then you want to blend out the edges really, really well. You don't want a harsh line because it's going to look really crazy if you have this harsh line in the middle of your black eyeshadow. It's going to look kind of weird. And honestly, you're gonna stop the look right there, but I chose to keep going. Next, I'm using the NYX glitter primer. I really wished once I progressed in this look that I had used eyelash glue instead of this, because it would have held the glitter way more. I lost a lot of glitter because it was not sticking, so I was really disappointed with that, but I have learned my lesson, and for the future I will use eyelash glue. Also was very disappointed with this glitter, and I should have kind of analyzed that before I did this look, that there are no little pieces in this glitter. I got it from Amazon, but there were no little pieces in the glitter, so it was all chunks. So it did make it a little patchy, and I didn't really like that, but it was what it was. Okay, and next I'm going in, I add a little bit more black around it and then blending out the edges, just so you could see that black coming from the glitter and it's not just all glitter on the lid. Next, I went in and added lashes, but I did that off camera. I also did the other eye off camera. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 365 Nutmeg. I'm so glad I switched over to this foundation. I used to use 360 Mocha, and then I went over to a MAC foundation, but I have found that this one matches my skin the best out of all the foundations that I have. So I really, really like this one, and will probably continue to use this until I get that summer tan. You feel me? And I used brushes this time. Reason being, there was really no particular reason except the fact that I didn't wet my beauty blender, so I kind of forced myself to use all brushes. But honestly, I prefer brushes because it got me a more seamless blend and it made my foundation look flawless. So next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Naturally Radiant Concealer in the shade Dark, and I'm using this to highlight. I highlighted in a few areas under my eyes, also on my chin, my upper lip, my nose, and my forehead. This is going to add to the center of your face, just to highlight and a pop. Next, I'm going in and blending that out with the same brush that I used to blend my eye base. I found that this tighter brush kind of kept it a little bit more focused in that one area, and it spread it all over my nose. Also, I'm going in with another Real Techniques brush, and I'm blending around my mouth, around on my chin. I use this brush for all of my highlighting concealer. I think that it really leaves most of your coverage, like it doesn't soak up all of your products, and it leaves you good coverage while also, you know, getting a very, very nice blend. Now, on my forehead, I did go back in with the foundation brush just to blend it in with my foundation. I also ended up doing that under my eyes. I didn't go under my eyes with the foundation brush because I didn't want to take off any product there, but I just used it around that area just to make sure it blends seamlessly with my foundation that I had already applied. Next, I'm going in and setting that with the Sacha Buttercup powder, and this really gave me a nice under eye highlight, and this got it popping, like it didn't budge. Okay, next I'm setting my face. This is Maybelline, I want to say matte and poreless face powder, and I believe it's in the same shade as my foundation, which is 365 Nutmeg. Next, I'm going in and wiping off that buttercup powder. I don't like to let it sit too long because it makes my under eyes entirely too dry. So you want to brush that off, trying your best not to move any of the concealer that's under there. Next, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, and this is in the shade Mahogany. I also do that on my forehead just to give myself a little bit of color and, you know, not make it look so highlighted and pale. Next, I contoured my nose today, and it actually turned out really, really good. Like, usually my nose contour doesn't turn out right, but I think it was because I used a clean brush and went in with that same bronzer. Next, I put on blush. Okay, this is a BH Cosmetics blush. I didn't put on a lot today because of the kind of look that I was going for. I really felt like it made it a little more saucy. Okay, next I'm going to spray my face with the Morphe setting spray, and then adding the highlighter from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and this is in the shade Bronzed. And I'm highlighting, of course, top of the cheekbones, forehead, chin, nose, upper lip, all of that. Pretty much everywhere that I added the highlighting concealer. Next, I'm using the NYX Slim Lip Pencil in the shade Espresso, just to give some definition to my lips. I honestly loved this nude lip today. It was like perfect. This is also from NYX. It's like a cream lip crayon, I think it is. That's what I want to call it. I'm not quite sure, but I believe that's what it's called. Going back in with that lip pencil to define my lips, and then using the NYX lip gloss. I'm not sure of the shade name, but I will probably put it on the screen. That's all for today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!